Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In the previous video, we talked about the basics of net worth and why tracking it matters. If you haven't seen that video yet, the link will pop up in the top corner, or you can also find it in the description box below. Today, we're diving into a topic that's often misunderstood, but if mastered, can dramatically accelerate your financial growth: compound interest. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, "Oh no, not another math lesson," let me stop you right there. This isn't about memorizing formulas. It's about unlocking the secret to making your money grow over time. And yes, it really works in real life. Because here's the truth: compound interest is one of the most powerful financial forces you'll ever encounter. Once you understand it, everything else about investing, saving, and building wealth starts to make sense. In this video, you'll discover the mathematical principle behind compound interest, explained simply; how time compares to the rate of return when growing your money; why starting early beats starting late, even if you invest less initially; why patience consistently beats trying to time the market perfectly. So grab a notebook, because this one might just change the way you think about your finances forever. Part 1. The mathematical principle, explained simply. Let's start with a simple question. What exactly is compound interest? Most people think of interest as money you earn from your bank or investments. And yes, that's partly true. But compound interest is a little different. It's interest on interest. Here's an example. Imagine you invest $100 at 5% annual interest. After 1 year, you earn $5. That's your first year's interest. In the second year, you earn 5%, not just on $100, but on $105, the original amount plus the interest you earned last year. Do you see what's happening? Your money starts to grow faster each year because it's earning interest on the interest it earned before. This is why people call compound interest the snowball effect. Small amounts, given enough time, turn into much larger sums. Over decades, the growth curve becomes exponential, not linear. That's the real magic. Part 2. Time versus rate of return. Now let's talk about two key factors that determine how much your money grows: time and rate of return. Time is literally your most powerful ally. The earlier you start investing, the longer your money has to compound. Even small contributions can grow surprisingly large with enough time. Rate of return is the percentage your investment earns annually. Naturally, higher returns accelerate growth. But here's a secret most people don't realize: time often matters more than rate of return. For example, person A invests $200 a month, starting at age 25 at a 7% annual return. Person B invests $200 a month, starting at age 35 at the same 7% return. Even though they contribute the same amount each month, person A ends up with far more money by retirement, simply because their money had more years to compound. So when it comes to compound interest, starting early consistently beats trying to chase high returns later. Part 3. Early versus late starting comparison. Let's make it even clearer. Imagine this. You start investing $100 a month at age 20. By age 60, you could have roughly $150,000 at a 7% annual return. If you start the same $100 a month at age 30, you might end up with just $80,000, half as much, despite investing the same monthly amount. That 10-year difference in starting time creates a massive gap. 10 years might not sound like much now, but in compounding terms, it's huge. Even small contributions made consistently over time beat large contributions made later. That's why financial advisors always say, start early, even if it's a little. Part 4. Why patience beats timing. Here's another critical insight: patience beats timing. Many people obsess over finding the perfect moment to invest. Should I buy now? Should I wait for the market to drop? The truth is, compound interest works best over time, not by perfect timing. Trying to predict the market often leads to stress, missed opportunities, and underperformance. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't wait for the ideal day, month, or season to plant it. You plant it now, water it consistently, and care for it over the years. Eventually, it grows into a huge, strong tree, providing shade, fruit, or beauty. The same principle applies to investing. Even if the market fluctuates, staying invested allows your money to grow steadily. Missing years, skipping contributions, or attempting to time every move can actually reduce your total growth substantially. The longer you leave your money working, the more the power of compounding magnifies your returns. So the best strategy: start early, stay consistent, and let time do the heavy lifting. Focus on your long-term goals instead of reacting to short-term market noise, and you'll see the full potential of compounding over decades. Part 5. Real-life examples. Let's look at some concrete examples to understand compound interest in real life. Saving $50 a month starting at age 20 could grow to over $162,000 by age 60, assuming a 6% annual return. Saving $200 a month starting at age 35 might grow to around $164,000 by the same age. Even though the late starter contributes more per month, the early starter ends up ahead, all thanks to time and compounding. This shows that starting earlier, even with smaller amounts, often beats starting later with larger contributions. Another way to look at it: over 10 years, the early starter accumulates interest not just on their principal, but also on the interest itself. Meanwhile, the late starter misses out on those early years of exponential growth, which can never be fully recovered. This demonstrates a key lesson: small, consistent contributions over time can outperform large, sporadic investments later in life. Consistency and time are more powerful than sheer size or timing. Part 6. How to make compound interest work for you. So what can you do to fully harness this powerful financial force? Here are practical steps. Start as early as possible. Even $20 to $50 a month can grow remarkably over decades when compounded. Time multiplies your money far beyond the raw contributions. Be consistent. Make investing a habit, not a one-time or occasional activity. Regular contributions, even small, create momentum and discipline. Reinvest returns. Don't withdraw dividends or interest. Let them compound over time to maximize growth. Each reinvested dollar contributes to exponential growth. Ignore short-term market fluctuations. Time in the market is far more important than trying to time the market. Daily ups and downs are noise. The real gains come from decades of compounding. Focus on patience, not perfection. Avoid obsessing over every minor market movement. Steady growth and long-term commitment are the key. By following these steps, even modest contributions can turn into substantial wealth over decades. Remember, the earlier you start, the more dramatic the results, and the power of compound interest works best for those who commit for the long haul. Part 7. The psychology of compounding. Compounding isn't just mathematical. There's a strong psychological element to it as well. Watching your money grow, even slowly, is highly motivating. You start noticing small wins, making smarter spending decisions, thinking twice before unnecessary purchases, and appreciating the real value of letting your money work for you over time. Empowerment. Seeing your account grow gives you a genuine sense of control and tangible progress. Confidence. Small, consistent habits steadily build financial confidence, which in turn fuels further investing and better decision-making. Discipline. The routine of regular investing reinforces long-term thinking, patience, and a focused mindset. It's not just about money, it's about creating the mindset and habits that allow compounding to work effectively. The small steps you take each month accumulate gradually, and over time, they become a powerful habit and a lasting psychological advantage, shaping the way you approach money for life. Part 8. Recap and big takeaway. Let's recap everything in a clear, actionable way. Compound interest equals interest on interest. Your money earns money, and that money earns money again. Time is more important than rate of return. Starting early allows compounding to work over decades. Small, consistent contributions beat large, late investments. Consistency is more important than size. Patience beats market timing. Staying invested is more powerful than trying to predict highs and lows. Remember, you don't need huge sums to begin. Even a little money, invested consistently over time, grows significantly. The earlier you start, the more dramatic the impact. Compound interest isn't just math, it's a real-life tool for financial freedom. Applied consistently, it transforms small, everyday decisions into long-term wealth. Understanding and acting on this principle can change your financial future forever. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you understand compound interest, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ready to grow their money wisely. And we'll continue exploring more strategies to make your money work harder in our upcoming videos. Until then, start early, stay consistent, and let time work for you. See you in the next video.